Is work-life balance actually possible? In this edition of the Take Charge of Change podcast, we'll discuss the concept of work-life balance. Is the prevailing perspective on work-life balance a fairy tale? I'm going to share a perspective that fits with the real world. Welcome to the Take Charge of Change podcast, and this podcast will help you to lead a more resilient professional and personal life by sharing great content to make you smarter, more energetic, emotionally healthy, financially confident, so you accomplish your professional and personal goals in spite of the challenges that are sure to come your way. The other day I was reading the book Resilience by the author Eric Greitens. He had a wonderful perspective on the whole notion of work-life balance. It's an important topic because we often find ourselves overwhelmed by the daily grind of keeping all of our daily commitments balanced. To truly find the balance sweet spot, it's critical that we look at balance as more about maintaining momentum than the idealized notion of everything in its place as we experience calm and Zen-like tranquility. So many people strive to find that balance in their lives first, and then they start running or getting into their activities. Now sometimes that can work, but for most people it's a failing strategy. A better analogy to say that finding balance is a lot like learning to ride a bike. Kids don't find their balance by sitting on a bike standing still, but by riding a bike that's rolling. A lumberjack competing in a log roll contest doesn't find balance by standing still, but by running on the log. So finding work-life balance is much like riding a bike or balancing on a log. It's about being in motion. It's not a static process. So let's try to link this to the practical day-to-day of our lives. Many of us spend the majority of our waking hours working. It's a huge part of what we do and seeps into almost every aspect of our lives. It's virtually impossible to separate your vocation from your personal life. Work and personal life are not two separate areas that compete with each other. They are areas that need to be effectively integrated with each other. So if you experience professional fulfillment, it's going to radiate through your whole life. And if you experience great relationships, the positive side effects of those wonderful relationships will radiate through your professional life as well in a positive way. So there's no way of getting around this integration. In fact, balancing work and all the other aspects of your life is really like being a conductor in a symphony. Some areas are stronger than others, and then sometimes others recede, and then others become stronger. It's a very dynamic and fluid process. There's an Old Testament verse that hits this notion wonderfully. To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under heaven. Our lives are constantly in a state of flow, daily and yearly and throughout the seasons of life. Yes, we need to think deeply and plan for our families, important relationships, our hobbies, our downtime, and of course our professions. But these are not separate rooms. The interplay between each area is a rich symphony of life. You're the conductor who needs to direct the ebb and flow of each area. We live a life of balance by understanding the importance of momentum and to see life as a symphony, not a seesaw. Well, I hope you enjoyed this edition of the Take Charge of Change podcast. For more information about our services and other aspects of personal resiliency and professional resiliency, be sure to visit our website at takechargeofchange.com. As well, be sure to download our free ebook, The Resilient Professional, to get more information on strategies to improve your professional resilience. And contact us if you'd like to start a conversation about how we can help your staff and teams to be more personally and professionally resilient.